welcome to another Waypoint FPL update. Here bringing you the latest what's going on in the world of fantasy in the Waypoint Fantasy League. And obviously no Chris today because Chris is not in the country, so didn't want to deprive you of an episode though, so I'll do a fairly short and solo one because nobody wants to hear me drone on for ages, so we'll get to it. A story at the top of the table is pretty much as you were. Luke and Brett are still in first and second apiece. Neither had a high score on the week, but new third place entrant Owen did have the highest score on the week in 56, which brings him to 11 points behind Brett and then a further 10 off Luke there. So kind of on the heels. Let's take a look at his team. He had Jordan Pickford in goal and had a nice 7. Crystal Palace player, of course, and I would not be doing Chris justice if I did not mention that they were the FA Cup winning, Community Shield winning, doing very well in the Premier League, soon to be Europa Conference League winning Crystal Palace, which have got 11 points. Some Forest players, rogue, but I like it. Milenkovic got 4 and Anderson got 9. 14 from João Pedro. See, Chris was deriding him. He was deriding him, but Owen's faith was rewarded. So much so he went for the captain to get 14 from João Pedro. So very nice. Only got 4. Nothing there from Semenyo, obviously, but it's okay because not too much there on the bench. So really solid day, all in all, from Owen. If we go back to the table, so we've got Ethan dropping down into 4th, and then Ben just squeaking into the top 5 there. He did have the tied third high score on the week, but we're just going to stick to the 3 scores just for the interest of keeping the episode short. Sorry about that, Ben. I'm sure we'll get there again. Looking elsewhere, so just a comment. It's really tight in the top half of the table, actually. Only 10 points separates 12th place up to Ben in 5th place, and obviously then Ethan's only a few points ahead there, and equally you go down, there's a couple of teams only a few points behind as well, so top half of the table really is quite close. Let's take a look at the second highest score, or tied second highest score, which does come from the top of the table. It comes from Alex, who moves up into 10th with second high 53 on the week. So if we look at his team, he had Chalobah, who got 6, James Tarkowski, who got 5, Brian Mbeumo, he came back into form, and Mbeumo's been pretty good lately, he got 7. Isabella Sarr got 3, João Pedro as well, he got 7, and he captained Haaland, who got the 8, so pretty solid day all around there for Alex. As a fellow goalie, he'll be disappointed with the 1, but at least the rest of the team. Oh, interesting, I didn't spot. Let's check this note. I wanted to know this. Alex used a bench boost, so actually, yeah, he's really had a better day because of that. We're going to call you the third high score of the week, Alex, because that's slight cheating compared to probably the other second highest scoring team, sorry. So he also got the benefit of 10 points off the bench from Michele with 4, and then a few cardio points from some other players there to boost his points. So yeah, it's not as good as it seems. We'll keep going down. The other tied second highest score with the 53 comes all the way down from 21st with Zach. Does not change his position, but moves a bit further away from the bottom of the table at least. So let's take a look at his team. He did not use the bench boost, so I'm officially awarding you the second highest score of the week. Zach and Alex can bump on down to 3rd. He had Kukurea, who got 6, Munoz for 6 for Palace. I won't do the spiel again. Enzo got 3, Saka got 12, he had a good day. Gibbs White as well, he got 10, Grealish 3, and Haaland as well was captain with 8. So again, similar-ish teams, a little bit of differences here and there, but a good score from Zach. We'll turn to the bottom of the table now, and it's still as you were, Tim. Unfortunately, you're still bottom by a reasonable distance to Jake. Both your teams have yet to crack 500 points. Jake should hopefully do it this week, and if Tim reverses his chances, he's got a chance with a good week to do so as well. And then we will go to the lowest scoring team of the week, which does come all the way up in the top 10. In fact, it comes from 8th place. It comes from my team. Yep, I had a shocker of a week. Let's take a look at my team. So you will not see a lot of points on my team. Lots of cardio points and not even any points from Semenyo. Ultimata got me 5. Bowen, who I for some reason thought was a good idea to captain against Burnley. I mean, West Ham did score, I think, 3 goals in the end, so I wasn't entirely off off the old wavelength, but could have captained Haaland, and that would have obviously been marginally better, albeit still a dreadful, dreadful week. Not much on the bench for Bergen, obviously, again, a bit better, but clearly, as my team there says, never go full crew. Clearly, I did, unfortunately, in the week before the international break, so I will endeavour to do better this weekend. And that is it for the fantasy update. I told you I was going to keep it short and sweet. We obviously have a game tomorrow. I am not as charismatic as Chris is, so all I will say is have a good evening, rest up, come ready and raring to go tomorrow. Obviously, same team that we played last week, Emsworth, so let's get a repeat result and get another win and get back on track in the league. Have a good one, guys. See you tomorrow.